Welcome, boys and girls, to another episode of BubbleteaS. The title and my moment pose, I finally bit the bullet and got Sandor to level 4. Usually I'm not a fan of premium stuff, but then after a while when you keep staring at a purple Sandor and you say F it and you just go all the way to get him to level 4 to erase your mistakes that you did in the past. So flashback, when Sandor first came out, he wasn't part of the Busted 5. He was not in release in packs. He came out in the special event. The Long Night event was actually Sandor's debut into the game. So Sandor is a roller. So when I first spin him, I got him to purple, and I got him purple for the longest time. And I was looking at him, I was like, this is my mistake that I need to rectify. If I didn't have Sandor at such a high level whereby it's neither here nor there, I wouldn't have probably level 4'd him and just continued to get medium spender stuff. But since it's Christmas and hey, or ho, wherever you're from, I figured I might just get him to level 4 and create this exciting video for you guys. So let's start it off. So when you get a premium Busted 5 to level 5, you don't get him for the training ground, you don't get him for rebel leaders, you don't get him for any non-PvP stuff. Certain cases which is true, like Jon Snow is good in training ground for tanking, Dany and Cersei is good for rebel leaders. Cersei is good for training ground, Dany is good for rebel leaders. But majority, Sandor is none of those things. So if you're not PvPing, you just log into the game, don't bother getting him to level 4 or gold. But if you're like me, I'm actually quite happy with the design, because Sandor doesn't work well with any other Busted 5 besides Jon Snow. Even Jon Snow is a big issue, is not 100% synergy. There is a drawback. Okay, so here's the video. So let's start. So Sandor gives 40 plus hidden about, let's say, 55 total attack for everything. So there you go. Notepad. Sandor stats. 55 total attack, health, defense. It's not 55 exact, but hey, you get what I mean. So when you pay for a Busted 5, he literally gets multiplied 2x or more. When you get Sandor, he's very bad for anything non-PvP. So here is the upgraded effect for level 4. Okay, let's do his combat rating lah. So and you get him level 4, Sandor combat rating is, where's my Sandor? Sandor. Okay, Sandor's combat rating is 6 command, 6 combat rating, and 5 leadership. You can consider unlocking him to level 2, but I feel that it's a bit of waste. You might as well take the money and buy additional friendship chests. Is he good in the tavern? Yeah, you don't have to think twice, man. He's actually really good in the tavern. Okay, so right now, let me get to where you guys are coming here for. So Sandor's level 4 is Bite of Fury, cause he's a dog. Hope Chinese. Whenever the front row lands a total of 40 normal attacks, deals damage equal to 55 of troop attack to enemies directly and inflict a 5-second bleed that deals damage to 20% of the troop current attack. However, you and one random ally cannot cast active skill. So Sandor and Cersei got some nombo. So Sandor and Peter potentially can go well, but you can say that Peter makes up for his lack of commander casting skill because it's stealing 3. Jon Snow, the buff recently to Jon Snow adds to the second line and not the first, while he only affects the first line. So Sandor is like the books and in the game. He is not suited to be paired with any of the Busted 5. Only Night King. So if you go by the law, Night King and Sandor are those standalone characters in the game, in the book, in the lore, except Sandor and Arya. But Sandor has a terrific pairing with Sonara. Sonara has like you give away everything but a 70% chance to attack one more time. So Sandor, like I said, can be paired with most, and it's a very unique trigger skill. And I have multiple reports. I basically can say that in a 40 second battle, Sandor triggers 4 times his bleed effect, and his bleed effect is actually painful. Okay. So, what is bleed effect? So, bleed effect is just a creative way to get around the commander damage. So, bleed effect is essentially commander attack but worded differently to get around the commander skill. So, I tested Sandor without Sonara and he's really bad. He only procs like one time, but if you pair it with Sonara, he is proccing like 4 to 3 times in a full 40-second battle. So, keynote with Sandor must always be paired with Sonara. So, Sandor is perfect commander for me because I'm not planning to buy any of the Bastard 5. Sandor will probably might be my last premium investment. And the bleed effect is basically, like, let me just show it to you guys. So let me see. Does this last more than 40 seconds? Okay. So Sonara actually has a lot of synergy with Sandor and Kevin, because if you look through, let me just expand through. Okay. If you just me scrolling, you'll notice that Kevin name comes out a lot more time and Sonara comes out a lot more time. Sonara. So all these Sonara attacks are literally gearing up for Sandor to unload, man, and he's actually insane. But the bleed 5 seconds, I cannot find any evidence to support that is actually like he deals damage for the next 5 seconds. It's just a one-time damage. So let me find my Sandor for you. Hey, where did he go? Hey, this is a really bad report. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Give me a minute, Okay. So if you notice Sandor didn't proc for that report, there's obviously a reason which I will go into afterwards. Let me see. Okay, does this have Sandor? Hey, no. Yeah. Okay, so Sandor didn't proc for that report for a very specific reason, because I was Astrich messaged me to test something and we tested it out and it actually works that way. And look at this. Wait, let me just pull out my notepad. So ignore the past 1 minute. So if you notice, Robb Stark is actually proccing like mad with Sonara in one second. Look at the number of time Robb Stark is proccing with Sonara. Kevin, Robb Stark proc, and wait, let me try and find a Sandor one for you. It's very hard to find because it's so wordy. See, if you notice, this is the power of Sonara. He's proccing like a madman. Yes. Okay, so Sandor basically is just this. For his enemy B5 Mighty Strike deal additional damage, and it will just like bleed B5, bleed this. It's just basically an attack lah. Then the next second, if we check, it's just a one-time attack. I don't know why they say it bleed for the next 5 seconds. Maybe you get a chance to deal. So Sandor essentially with Sonara opens up to a lot of wonky. If you look at the battle report that I showed full Kev with Robb Stark, Sonara is making him proc like mad. Sonara is getting like Kevin proccing like mad, and Sonara is also getting Julian proccing like mad. The only commander that doesn't work is Gorel, because I think they're nerfing it. They're setting a limit. Because if Gorel and Sonara doesn't proc, it gets insane. So if you look at what I'm saying here, when you deal with Sandor, you cannot use like the Bastard 5 lineup, which is perfect for me because I don't have the Bastard 5. So Sandor with Sonara, Sandor will proc 4 times, Sonara will cause Kevin to proc 4 times, Sonara will cause Rob Stark to proc 4 times, and Sonara will cause here is Spear is enough. So if you're using Sandor, this is my recommended lineup. So Sandor essentially deals a lot of damage, and like in the course of 4 times, the bleed deals 1 time damage, and for the next 5 seconds, I think that they deal additional damage, but I can't confirm it now because I'm doing rebel camps. I haven't done real PvP with Sandor, but the moment I'll do it, I'll do an update. So is Sandor worth getting? Yes and no. So if you only want one busted commander like me, go for Sandor and get Sonara to level 4 and Kevin to level 4 and you're set. If you already have Cersei and the rest of the gang, don't bother getting him. He's a nombo with a lot of the busted 5 except Night King. Okay, the reason why just now I said that this map doesn't proc it, because Sandor only says front line. So if your front line doesn't last and it dies, he doesn't proc at all. So Sandor is only good for mono rally. Okay guys, this is my video on Sandor. If you want me to explain anything else, I'm still doing a lot of tests, but this is my preliminary what you call that, inspection. But like, as I can see, Sandor procs 4 times in a full 40-second battle, only works on your front line. The bleed effect is the replacement of commander damage. And is he good? I think he's good though. I'm actually liking the combo with Sonara and Sandor. It has an open lot of synergy. Kevin procs more time, Julian procs more time, Rob Stark proc more time. I don't have to show the cap report, but Rob Stark is procking like easily 50 to 60 times in the normal 40-second battle. If you have all this synergy combined with Sandor, he's amazing. But Sandor is very restrictive, as in like he cannot be with any other commanders besides Sonara, and if you are using the full female lineup, he kills it completely. So this is my Sandor analysis. Take care and have a nice weekend.